Okay, next step. First of all, make sure that you have your character selected, not all. Okay, you can drop down because it will change everything. We're going to add the other two core UI modules. One's called Pipple. Make sure you get the 3.0. 4.0 is quite glitchy. It's still a beta. It's in testing. I don't like it at all. So select everything, whether you use it or not, in Pipple. And we're also going to select Ice HUD. Where is it? There it is. And that is your UI around the character, health bar, mana bar, rage bar, whatever class you're using. It automatically shows the DK's runes in between the bars, which is quite convenient, as you notice in the center there. That one does have an attachment, so I can put it on the Titan bar so I can adjust it if I ever need it for the Ice HUD. And for Pitbull, 3 doesn't have it, 4 does. Again, like I said, I don't like 4. 4 is a pain. So you just type in, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Basically, you can adjust the scale with the style of the bars with Ice HUD. Like I said, I have it on Titan bar, but you can also go to your interface and select your add-ons and go through that way. There's a configuration page for it. Sorry for the dead time. I was talking to someone in vent while I'm doing this. So you can go to add-ons that way. Just like that. Or you can go to the top. I just did it that way to show you the difference between them. You can change the text, you can change the cooldowns, you can change the positioning of your vertical bars for your enemy. I usually put the health on the right, but the assistance with Pitbull, which we'll get into in a minute, I really don't need it. It's just for the sake of having it up there. But you can adjust the positioning, like I said. Your scale, the space in between them. So once I get this set up, you can also set the blending. I like mine solid for some reason. I'm more comfortable in raid with it, but it all depends on what you're using this for. If you're just a casual player, it's up to you. I use this to maintain focus. If you notice all the clutter going around, I can still maintain the focus on my tune, which is the main goal. Again, when we get into Pitbull, I'll show you where I put my focus. So whatever I'm targeting, it shows me what they're targeting. So I can kind of stay with the tank that way, as far as my aggro meter. Along with that, they have some pretty cool designs. I prefer the just the curved arc, the glow arc it's called. See that I can go a little higher. And at the bottom they have blend and additive. I usually go to blend. It just looks nicer. There's two different colors. One's when it's full, one's when it's empty. And it's just something that I prefer. There you see how it changes the difference. Pretty simple when you're watching this. It's like when you look through it, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just click something on and off and see what happens. But it's all to your preference and how you use your tune and what you plan on doing with it as well. Now we're going to do Pipple. And 3 is pretty simple. You have 4 settings in your main list. It's disabled, solo, party, and raid. So you can set your bars however you see fit. Okay, we'll go to solo first, which activates configuration, which brings up, again, I already did my main tune, so this is already kind of set. There's my target's target at the top there. It shows me whatever I'm targeting, and shows me what they're targeting. So if I'm targeting the boss, I should see the tank up there. But it's just another way to help me keep focus on what's going on in raid. You can, under modules, you can deselect like the portraits, any type of, like your druid, you need cooldown, shaman. It shows you different things that you can and can't use. Anything that you deselect that you don't want to use, and we'll get into this in a minute with the party and the raid. If you notice, I have my party bars there. They're movable. You go into that configuration window under the party tab, and you can drop down and go to other, and it will show you size. I'll show you that in a minute with the 25 man. It does give you 40 panels, so you can go up to a 40-man raid with this pit bull. I never do that. That's old school, so I have most of them deselected. I'll show you that in a second. And this is just my preference. You don't need them that big. You don't need all the health bars and all that stuff on if you don't want. You can take the debuffs and buffs off of each tune's character. There's a character of order, and there's your additional groups you can deselect. And then you go under, what is it, other, and you can scale them. You can put blank space in between them. You can pretty much, again, just experiment however you like it, where you want them positioned, and make sure, and we'll show you at the end, that you have everything locked down so it's not movable. I'll show you the difference. Okay, so most of them are all done. So we disable it again, but then see, it's movable, and we don't want that. Okay, so you want to I usually keep it unclicked until I've targeted anything around me while I'm adjusting this, and I can position their bar and portrait as if it was a target to suit my liking. Some people put them up top, so whatever you like to do. Again, it's all a matter of taste. And then you would go back into this program and lock it down. Now after these are set, then it's pretty much just the add-ons that you need for the tune. We'll get into Sexy Map on the next section and how to adjust that, but pretty much everything else just where you want it on the page and what mod you're using for that class. There it is, locked under your general settings, and now everything's locked down. See? Make sure that's disabled, and you're good to go.